Do you feel vindicated in some sense today with the disclosures of the?
I only feel that our knowledge, information at that time, about which I would not say that it was only a suspicion, because our MPs got that 1 crore rupees cash notes. So therefore, it was our knowledge that this is what is happening in order to enable the government to get over that no confidence motion. That at that time was not taken seriously by Parliament or by the House, and instead those whistleblowers were accused of committing a contempt of the House. But today we are vindicated. Today we feel that what we had said has been proved, and proved in a manner that no one can question.
Mr. Advani, the BJP has demanded that this is an issue of propriety and morality and the credibility of the Prime Minister himself, and they've demanded his resignation. Do you think, in your parliamentary experience, there has ever been an issue like this on which a Prime Minister has resigned?
Uh, I have said this morning that India's reputation today, among other things, among the achievements that have come about in the past 2 decades in terms of the economy, has been always that India may be poor, Indians may be illiterate, Indians may be backward, our infrastructure may not be very good. But on one aspect, India commands the respect of the world, that with all these difficulties, it has successfully functioned as a democracy. By and large, a reasonably sound democracy. I feel that the biggest damage that has been done to the country's reputation by this WikiLeaks is the fact that it's a democracy, no doubt, because for the last 60 years we have been holding elections regularly and a peaceful change of government has been taking place. But the kind of corruption that is there in India makes it a corrupt, tainted democracy. And if even to survive, a central government has to take recourse to bribery on such a large scale, and war chests are shown to the American officials who were at that point of time interested in seeing that the nuclear deal is struck with this very government. If there is a new government, there will be no nuclear deal. And therefore, this government must survive. And with that support, therefore it is that I said that after today's WikiLeaks, even though for the last 4 or 5 months, whenever we have talked about any scam, we have talked about any malfeasance, people have asked, are you demanding the resignation of this government? I had said no, I am not demanding. In fact, when a central government suggested that if you continue to demand JPC or then nothing will happen, then we will have to think in terms of dissolution. I had said to my own colleagues, I had said to a group of MPs belonging to the NDA that this is pure scaremongering. This government's stocks at the present point of time are extremely low. They dare not go in for dissolution. Today, I am not asking for them to dissolve the House, to do anything of that kind. I have said that you have no moral right to continue, and therefore you must quit.
So you're saying this of the Prime Minister, or you're saying that the entire government should go?
I'm talking of the government. I am saying that in this entire episode, or in the last several years that the UPA has been there, unlike other democracies where it is the Prime Minister alone who is responsible, here the responsibility has always been the Prime Minister and the Congress presidents, who, as in communist countries, is always more important than the Prime Minister. And I have recounted my own experience as a journalist way back in Jaipur when Bulganin and Khrushchev had come here. And we were instructed by the state government that you journalists who are covering these events, keep in mind the facts, the situation in the USSR, where it is Khrushchev, the first secretary of the Communist Party, who's far more important than Mr. Bulganin, who may be the president of USSR, but who is not anyone in the Communist Party. So you must abide by the protocol of that country and give importance to Khrushchev.
Mr. Advani, you've made a very serious charge that it was during the Indo-US nuclear deal that these events have now emerged. Are you saying that the government at that point of time has breached the norms by divulging to the Americans the longevity of their government? They're trying to reassure the Americans. Are you making a charge?
No, I am not making this kind of charge. I am merely saying that obviously the American government also was interested at the time that this government continues, because they were all for the deal, and this government uh, in its brazenness, shamelessness, its representative showed to the American official that we are managing somehow to see that the government continues, even though there is a difficult situation before us by the no confidence, because the Marxists have parted company with us. But yet we will manage it in this manner.
Mr. Advani, my last question to you. Mr. Pranab Mukherjee has made one statement today
I have
that.
commented on it in my press conference today in my statement.
Thank you so much for joining us. That was Mr. L.K. Advani, senior leader of the B.J.P., giving his comments on the government and how it had lost the moral authority to be in power after the latest disclosures of the WikiLeaks. In New Delhi, Navika Kumar for Times Now.